Hey guys, so welcome back to right now on this second video. You are going to learn about median. We just learned about mean. Now let's talk about median. So median is going to be the middle number in a data set. So think about in terms of median, like median of the road. When you're driving down the road, you have this grassy median in between the two roads. So it is in the middle of the two roads, and that's the same concept that we're going to use for median in statistics. It's going to be our middle number. So the first thing you want to do is you want to list these numbers in order from least to greatest. Always and forever, this is the first step you have to take. Order these numbers from least to greatest. Once you have your numbers in order from least to greatest, you'll then begin with the first and the last numbers and move toward the middle until you get the middle number. So in this example below, they've paired the numbers up using lines below. What I tend to do is I just tend to mark them out. So I'll start with the first one and I'll mark one out, and then I'll go to the end and mark another one out, and continue doing that, alternating until I get to a final number. Now, you always just want to check and make sure that you have the same amount of numbers on either side of your middle. So just double check and make sure you have 1, 2, 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3 on that side, because if one side has more than the other, then something's gone wrong and you don't truly have your middle number. So just double check that. Now, in this example, when we cross them out, starting with the beginning and moving towards the middle, turns out we have two numbers in the middle. And when you have two numbers in the middle, you're going to have to find the mean of those two numbers. Ding, 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 ding. What we just talked about is going to come back into play. So what that means is we'll add 7 and 8 together. That gives you 15. And then you divide by the two numbers that you added. So I'm not dividing by the total number in this data set. I'm just dividing by the two that I added together, which was 7 and 8. So 15 divided by 2 gives me a final answer of 7.5. You can also just use your knowledge. What is in between 7 and 8? Well, 7.5 is the middle of 7, 8. If those two numbers just happen to be 7 and 9, well, what's in between 7 and 9? 8 is in between them. So 8 would be my median at that point. So sometimes you can use common sense in that sense, but then other times you'll definitely want to use the mean to find out what your middle number truly is. But that's only if you have two medians. If you have one, it's a done deal. So scrolling down, we'll do one together, and then you guys can do another one on your own for homework. So looking at these numbers, we first wanted to put them in order. So I'm going to start with the smallest one, which is 43. So 43, then 45. Those are two of my numbers. 57. Ooh, that's an ugly 57. Two 65s, and you have to write both of them. You can't just write one, you have to write both. 71, and then ending with 98. So I've got all my numbers together and they're in order. So now looking at them, I want to start with the beginning and the end and slowly make my way towards the middle. So I start with 43 and 98, then 45, 71, 57, and 65. And lo and behold, I have 65 in the middle. So that is my median. Double checking and making sure I have 1, 2, 3 on the right-hand side. I have 1, 2, 3 on the left-hand side. So 65 truly is my median in this case. So you're going to do number 2 for homework on your